your shiny red paint.
You look like Thomas.
Hey? I'm blue! Oh, no! Nobody thinks blue engines are splendid.
Gordon's come down with boiler rake. Could you please take the express for him, James?
Not in this colour. What would everyone say?
It doesn't matter what colour paint you have, James. It's what you do to be really useful that matters.
Look, Daddy. Edward is going to be taking our train.
Oh.
Oh dear, what is happening to me? Rebecca covered with vegetables wasn't even that funny, but now... Oh, I can't behave like this. I'm not a silly little engine. I'm pulling the express. Pull yourself together, Big G.
Gordon?
Think serious thoughts. Think serious thoughts. Think serious thoughts.
Are you okay, Gordon?
Yes, of course I am. Absolutely. Absolutely nothing funny to see here.
Okay, but why have you stopped here? In the middle of the track?
I thought there was a problem with my boiler. But it's fine. It's just fine.
Okay, Gordon. As long as you're sure your boiler is all right.
Yes, I'm sure.
Maybe there is a problem with your boiler, Gordon. You should get it checked.
Yes. Okay, Thomas. Bye.
One day, Henry was pulling a very important goods train on his way to the mainland.
Faster! Faster! Hurry up, Henry! We haven't got all day!
A faulty signal should have warned Henry there was another goods train stuck on the track up ahead. Then, everything happened at once. Poor Henry wouldn't be going to the mainland now.
Good evening, team. Now, I need a volunteer for a very special job tomorrow.
Oh, choose me, sir. I haven't pulled a special in ages.
Obviously, I'm the best engine for the job. Whatever it is, sir.
Oh, please, sir. Pick me.
I need an engine to pull some trucks across the island to Vickerstown.
Trucks, sir?
Troublesome trucks?
No way.
Ah, Rebecca. Thank you. I'm so glad there's an engine like you working on my railway.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Hello, Thomas, whistled Percy. I'm taking the Fat Controller to Sports Day. You can see the egg and spoon race, chuffed Thomas. I didn't know eggs and spoons had races. The children race with eggs and spoons, said Bertie. And the winner gets a medal. I wish I could get a medal. You'll need to win a race first, whistled Percy. I'll race you, Thomas. The first one to the station is the winner. You're on, whistled Thomas. Ready, steady, go. Henry stopped at the water tank on the edge of the forest. Children were standing by one of the trees. What are those children doing? Henry asked Thomas. That's the old Sodor wishing tree, said Thomas. They must be making a wish. A wishing tree, gasped Henry. How wonderful! Do you think it would make my wish come true? Asked Henry. It might, said Thomas, and he puffed away. Henry rolled up to the wishing tree. He took a deep breath and made a wish as hard as he could. I wish I could pull the express instead of Gordon, he said.
At the shunting yard, Oliver was uncoupled from Toad and given some coaches instead.
Bye, Toad. See you later. Nice talking to you.
Toad was happy not to listen to Oliver's stories for a while, but he didn't like the idea of sitting around doing nothing. He wanted an adventure all of his own.
Brake vans? I don't know why I need a brake van at all. I never have accidents.
Please, Mr. James. Hello. Did you say you needed a brake van, sir? Perhaps I could help.
You? What's so special about you?
Ask anyone, sir. I love helping haul coal wagons and my brakes are strong and... Oh, please, Mr. James.
Oh, all right, all right. Come along, then. I haven't got all day.
One morning, Percy was impatient. He was wearing a new coat of paint and longed for everyone to see it. The other engines were still dozing, but not Percy. Driver should be here by now. What's he doing? Sleeping, grunted Gordon. But that means I'll be late. The coaches will be waiting and the passengers will get cross. Rubbish, puffed Henry. It's still early, added James. You just want to show off. No, I don't. Never mind, Percy, said Thomas. It'll soon be time for work. But be careful or you might run into danger. And Duke is not here to save you. Duke, stuttered Toby. You mean our hero? A large painting of Duke hung in the engine shed. The very same, said Thomas. Driver told me the story. Listen. And this is the story Thomas told him.
Well, I hear this Geoffrey character is red. In my opinion, there are already too many red engines on Sodor.
I don't suppose he's very fast.
Oh, yes, he is. Geoffrey is very fast. He's so fast that nobody even saw him leave Brendam Docks.
Geoffrey? Geoffrey? What's all this talk about Geoffrey? I'd like to know what this strange engine is doing on my railway. But you, Thomas, seem to be the only one who's seen him.
Well, the thing with Geoffrey is, he's very shy, sir. Maybe we should just forget all about him and pretend nothing ever happened.
I'm sorry, Thomas, but I can't just forget about Geoffrey. Can you take me to see him, please?
But I can't do that because, he's hiding.
Hiding? Where?
He's hiding in Henry's tunnel.
Well then, take me to Henry's tunnel.
I think I'd better go and see Geoffrey first, sir. Just to warn him you're coming.
What? Thomas, come back! Stop!
He came to a signal. Bother! It's at danger. The signal moved to show line clear. Its arm moved up instead of down. Percy had never seen that sort of signal before. Down means go, and up means stop. So upper still must mean go back. I know, it's one of those backing signals. Come on, Percy, said his driver. Off we go. Stop! You're going the wrong way. But it's a backing signal, Percy protested and told him about Gordon and James. The driver laughed and explained. Oh dear, said Percy. Let's start quickly before they see us. He was too late. Gordon saw everything.
The next day, Thomas was at Brendam Docks. He had a heavy flatbed of machinery to collect. Spencer was there. He was being coupled up to 5 flatbeds of building materials.
Dear, oh dear, Thomas. It's just as well the Duke and Duchess don't have a tiny toy tank engine like you. The summer house would never be finished.
What do you mean?
I mean, Thomas, you just can't pull heavy loads.
Thomas was upset, and so were the other engines. This time, Spencer had gone too far.
Yes, I can. I can pull just as heavy loads as you.
Yes, he can. Even heavier.
Thomas is not a toy.
He's a really useful engine.
And he's very strong.
The Sodor engines didn't scare Spencer. An idea had bubbled in his boiler.
Very well, Thomas. Meet me tomorrow at dawn at the shunting yards. We will have a contest of strength. We will each pull a heavy load and we'll see who can pull it for longer and for further.
Spencer slid slyly out of the docks. Suddenly, Thomas felt very worried.
Bust my buffers. I can't do this. Spencer will win a contest of strength.
You're looking very cheerful, Thomas, Oil Diesel. Thomas told Diesel all about his exciting job. Haven't you heard about the curse of the cliffs? Oil Diesel. No, tooted Thomas nervously. Diesel snorted. Whenever the first engine of the holiday season goes round the headland, a terrible fog comes down over the cliffs. Thomas didn't like the sound of that at all. The engine loses its way, and nobody knows where it goes. Diesel chugged away, leaving Thomas very unhappy indeed. He wished that he didn't have to go to the beach after all.
Come on! Move, will you?
It's no use blowing your whistle, Gordon. That won't make her move.
But I'm pulling the express, and I can't be late.
Wait! I have an idea. Your driver could pick some of that long grass over there and use it to guide her away from the tracks. There.
Thank you, Nia. That was very clever.
Yes, Nia certainly is a very clever engine.
One day, Thomas was at the junction when Gordon shuffled in with some trucks. Phew, remarked Thomas. What a funny smell. Can you smell a smell? I can't smell a smell, said Annie. A funny, musty sort of smell, said Thomas. No one noticed it till you did, grunted Gordon. It must be yours. Not long ago, he had fallen into a dirty ditch. Thomas enjoyed teasing him about it. Annie, Clarabelle, do you know what I think it is? It's ditch water. Before Gordon could answer, Thomas puffed away. Annie and Clarabelle could hardly believe their ears.
Thomas stopped at a signal. Emily was there. She was pulling the merry-go-round. She was very excited. The fireworks are going to start when it gets dark, she cried. Thomas wanted to be back in time to see the fireworks, but the lighthouse was on the far side of the island. It was a long way, and it would take a long time to get there. Then an idea flew into Thomas's funnel. I'm sure the light bulb wouldn't break if I went just a little faster, he chuffed. And so Thomas speeded up, just a little. It was a tingly spring morning on the island of Sodor. Thomas was excited. The Fat Controller had sent him to collect a special from Jenny Packard. Spot on, Thomas, Miss Jenny said. You'd make a mother proud. Thanks, Miss Jenny, he said. Is this my special? Very special, she answered. I'm Jack, the front loader, he whirred proudly. I can load and unload and carry lots of things. I can haul and shunt, boasted Thomas. And I can get you two chatterboxes off to the quarry, laughed Miss Jenny.
later, Henry stopped at Edward's station. "Hello, Henry," said Edward. "You look splendid. I was pleased to hear your happy whistle yesterday." "Thank you, Edward," smiled Henry. "Shh, shh. Can you hear something?" "It sounds like Gordon," said Edward, "and it ought to be Gordon. But Gordon never whistles like that." It was Gordon. He came rushing down the hill at a tremendous rate. He didn't look at Henry, and he didn't look at Edward. He screamed straight through the station and disappeared. "Well," said Edward. "It isn't wrong," chuckled Henry, "but we just don't do it." And he told Edward what Gordon had said.
Oh, Thomas really wanted to find Percy, but Percy was nowhere to be found. Thomas was worried. The concert would finish soon and the band would be waiting. Then Thomas saw Percy. He was waiting at a signal. "I'm sorry I didn't tell you I was picking up the band." "I'm busy. I have to pull the mail." "I've something to tell you. I'll pull the mail for you. Then you can go and pick up the brass band and take them to the docks." Percy beamed from buffer to buffer. "Thank you, Thomas." He was very excited.
Hello, my name is Thomas. I hope you enjoyed this video with all my really useful friends. If you'd like to watch more, press the subscribe button below and check out another video with me and my friends in. See you soon!